Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to GFAtv. As all of you already know, I'm Zeno Makes Music, and on behalf of everyone here at GFA, I just wanted to wish you a happy holidays and a safe and happy new year. This episode of GFAtv is a special one because I'm kind of going to wrap up all the best parts of this year in guitar. I'm also going to talk about the special poll that we sent out via the YouTube community posts, and I'm also going to introduce a repertoire challenge featuring a tremolo piece by our one and only Ryan Ayers. I encourage you to enjoy this episode by the fireplace, surrounded by your loved ones, a cup of hot cocoa in your hand, and your favorite Andrew York music playing in the background. Sounds like a Hallmark movie. This year was a big year in general for guitar. On the online front, we had all sorts of really neat virtual guitar orchestras coming out, with one even featuring the beloved Yo-Yo Ma. And on the real life side of things, people started going back to school to study. I know I went back to school for my first semester in real life as a guitarist since the COVID shutdown. That was pretty crazy. We even also had a mixed, hybrid, in-person GFA ICAC, which was insane. All of the competitors were phenomenal, and we're really grateful to have witnessed all of them play such beautiful music. Not only was this a big year for guitar and GFA, it was also a huge year for GFAtv. When we started GFAtv last year, we had a completely different format, but now, focusing in on one kind of idea per episode and having me host has been kind of a new thing, and it's taken me on all sorts of adventures. We covered a wide variety of topics, from how to maintain fake nails. I went to Santa Cruz to go meet Kenny Hill, and he talked to me about how he builds guitars in the process and a little tour of his workshop. And I also got to talk with the GFA's Connie Shu, just about music in general. I also hosted this meme contest with For the Classical Guitarist, where we talked about some of our favorite guitar memes. That was a lot of fun, and I'm actually going to talk to him right now about the results of the poll we put on the YouTube community platform. Hello from the other side of my tiny house. I'm here in my bed, wrapped in blankets, and I'm talking to John Caesar from For the Classical Guitarist. How are you doing, John?
Hey Zeno, thank you so much for having me back. I am doing great. What are we going to be talking about today?
Alright, so today we're going to talk about two things. We have a really special tremolo repertoire challenge that I wanted to address, and we're also going to talk about this YouTube community post. A couple weeks ago, I asked users of YouTube what their favorite finger was, P, I, M, or A, and I had everyone fill in a vote. Did you vote in this poll?
You know, I think I did, and I think I voted for M as my favorite finger. You know, I felt like M, for me, personally just gets the best sound. I feel like I have the most control over it, and it's the most consistent. Generally, when I'm trying to find my tone for the day, or for that, I guess, find my tone for that practice session, I usually use my M finger as a reference and try to center my A and my I finger around that. I guess P is kind of its own thing, so.
Yeah, P is another animal. You know, I voted I. And I feel like I used to be the cool finger, but now people don't vote for I anymore. So I always say, you know, I won't let you down. Or there's no I in team, but there is an I in win. So yeah, haha, badum tch. All these I puns. Anyways, let's move on to the repertoire side of things. So we have a really special tremolo piece, and I know that you're definitely going to post it to your Instagram, right?
Yes, of course I will.
This piece is actually it's a page of tremolo music, and it's all tremolo on the E string. Is there any advice you can give guitarists who are looking to learn to play tremolo for the first time?
Best advice I can give, I'm sure you've heard it from your teacher, you've heard it from your friends, you've heard it from YouTube videos, is to practice slowly. I think tremolo is one of those things, purely just because of the speed, that people think that, oh, I have to go fast, I have to go fast. And my usually go-to when things are faster is get a handle on them as slow as you can. So that's my number one, and if you want me to go more in depth of that, I will, but I think that's pretty self-explanatory. So when I first started learning tremolo, one of the first things that my teachers told me was you want to aim for a balance of three things. You want to have an even balance of your rhythm, your tone, and your volume. If those things aren't in line, you're going to hear little skips, you're going to hear little gallops, you're going to hear unevenness, and you want to get those three things under control first. So I think when you're learning tremolo, you start to deal with all those things at once. And I think what I had to do was kind of just knock one of those things out each one at a time until I had a total nice package of those guys all even.
Okay, so we talked about the poll and we talked about the tremolo. Last question before I let you go, it's kind of a silly one. On your holiday wish list, what are your guitar-based things that you're maybe hoping to get? Or what is your go-to guitar wish list?
You know, funny thing is, my go-to guitar wish list is usually either strings, but as you guys know, you have to be very specific with that, so usually I'll just link somebody the strings I use. And honestly, my wish list mostly is CDs. I don't know if you can see my CDs back here in the back of my video, but all of those, with the exception of like one of the rows, I think is all classical guitar CDs. So for me, getting a classical guitar CD or a CD of any artist I really truly am interested in supporting and just getting to know their career, CDs are definitely my favorite thing to get.
That's super cool. So if anybody's getting John a Christmas present, they know to get him a classical guitar CD. But anyways, thank you so much for coming on here again. If there's anything you want to say to the audience before you take off, just let them know.
Thank you so much, Zeno, for having me, and thank you for you guys for watching and checking out another episode of GFAtv. As Zeno mentioned, you can find me over on Instagram at For The Classical Guitarist, or find me over on YouTube, just at John Cesar on YouTube. I hope that you guys have a great holiday season with friends, family, and wherever you guys consider home. Thank you.
Thanks, John. It's always so good to see a familiar face here at GFAtv, but now for the moment you've all been waiting for. The Tremolo Challenge! Resident guitar composer homie Ryan Ayers was kind enough to compose an original tremolo sketch for us just for this challenge. I'm gonna watch some of these videos in the next episode of GFAtv, and I'm going to randomly select a prize winner to win GFA swag. And to enter, all you gotta do is post a video with the hashtag GFAtv Tremolo. In case you're wondering what the piece sounds like, here's an example of Ryan playing it. You'll also be able to find my interpretation of Ryan's tremolo piece on my Instagram. If you just search for the hashtag GFAtv Tremolo, I'm sure you'll find my video. To learn tremolo pieces, I find it's most useful to not learn it with tremolo. Just play the notes broken up as eighth notes. But then again, that's just my advice. You don't have to listen to it. Do what works for you. I wish you the best of luck and happy recording. Thank you so much for watching our videos. As always, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to pulgar press the thumbs up button and artificial harmonic the subscribe button. Our videos are possible through your support, so your feedback in the comments is always super useful. Speaking of feedback in the comments, what do you want most for the holiday season? What's on your guitar holiday wish list? And are you a sandpaper person or a four-way buffer type person? This year's been an absolute blast for me, and I can't wait to share 2022 with you. I look forward to seeing your tremolo videos. Take care and catch you in the next episode of GFAtv. Bye guys.